gonna start leaving puppets in random places around the House of Veterans.
Oh yeah, no, that's just wholesome fun. It's not like you're possibly triggering PTSD flashbacks. That's totally not okay. I know right now if you look up the word poppet, it comes up with some kind of fidget toy. No, the old poppet, this type of thing where you throw it on the ground and it makes a little explosive noise. I'm gonna bet that this schmuck was planning on putting it in something like a doorstop or something where the door compression will cause it to be set off. But you know, it's all just fun and games for you if you're just setting off PTSD flashbacks for veterans. You know, it's not like it was anything major to them. Hello everybody and welcome back to another video for the day. We're going back into r/iamatotalpieceofsh because honestly, let's face it, the earth is now basically just one big garbage pile and we just need the meteor to clean it all up. If you guys would like to be absolutely amazing, show your support, and see more videos like this one in the near future, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below to start up the wholesome internet discussions, and if you have not already, subscribe to the channel and turn on them notifications. Let's see if we can get this video to that good old fat stack of them 1,000 likes. Okie dokie, let go. Oh look, what a beautiful example as to why I hate teachers. Imagine getting an answer wrong even after showing how you got your answer and they make it wrong or mark it wrong because of your freaking handwriting. Like, no joke, this has to be some teacher where their life is so sad this apparently is their only source of joy at all. Like, you can blatantly see with the circles and the ones that are crossed out that the kid did the work properly, but apparently the teacher saw that as a 7, even though, oh look, there's only 1 in the top right, 4 at the bottom right, and you can show that that was actually a correct answer, especially since you did literally the same thing as everything else stated. Like, you can pretty much guarantee this teacher just was having a bad day, because I'm going to take a wild guess and say that their expired prescription for their dog food wasn't valid. Because honestly, it's got to be something petty like that, because you just know that this is absolutely ridiculous, considering the fact that this is likely either kindergarten or freaking 1st or 2nd grade. And yes, I know some people are sticklers for details and everything, but this is a 6 or 7-year-old we're talking about. Oregon man is sentenced to 14 months for redacted 3 teens. What kind of judicial system works this way? This doesn't make any sense whatsoever, especially anybody that does this is proven to have done it and then gets off with only that much of a sentence. Like, this honestly makes me kind of think that money under the table came into play somewhere in some way, shape, or form. My family are my life, and it shocked me that even I had started to think like that. Work is important, but don't let it rule you. No one will ever remember you missing that meeting, but you will remember for the rest of your life about what was in your head at such of a time. Blank love you, and you're all that matters. Posting some motivational quote doesn't exactly justify you using your son to get likes on LinkedIn. Plus also, this being posted on LinkedIn kinda comes off as like you trying to use your kid to get a job, because, I mean, getting a job's the main thing of LinkedIn, right? I try to support him. I do my very best for him. Like, when you put something in his drink and took his car for a joyride while he was drunk, or when you threatened to leave the relationship because he didn't sell his dog. We all have bad pasts. I only didn't spike him. I gave him this to make him relax because he was very stressed out about work. That is still highly illegal. It isn't illegal because he's my boyfriend. I have the right to do what's in my boyfriend's best interest. Your boyfriend doesn't want to see you until next week. I'm sorry, did I just actually read you think that it's perfectly fine to spike your boyfriend's drink because it's your boyfriend? That on top of the whole giving him an ultimatum of it's me or the dog, just... What? I pretty much gave a promise to myself. If anybody ever said this to me, you would pretty much guarantee I would pick whichever the option was that was not the person asking the ultimatum. Because honestly, to me, that's gotta be like one of the biggest red flags whatsoever. Like, if you're trying to control my interests, no, I can have these interests without you. See ya. Woman admits to stomping on a 5-year-old boy, killing him, police say. I have no idea how some people can be so horrible, and you know that there had to have been something where their mind was not in the right place, and just something was off for sure, because nobody in their right mind would ever think that this is okay. Driving under the influence and child endangerment. Yeah, for context, this format's one of those attorney success stories, so, yeah boy. Client avoids a DUI conviction, jail time, alcohol cases, steep fines, and license suspension after our firm firm attacked legality of law enforcement action and the reliability of the chemical breath test that was administered. Our client was charged with a DUI and child endangerment based on the presence of a baby in the car our client was driving while allegedly intoxicated. A chemical breath test indicated that our client's blood alcohol content was over 0.20, nearly 3 times the legal limit. After our firm acquired a copy of the dashcam video from the arresting officer's patrol car, however, it was determined that the officer's legal justification for pulling our client over was highly questionable. Ultimately, attorneys blank obtained a dismissal of all charges in exchange for a plea to reckless driving that involved probation and no jail. In addition to the criminal charges filed by this district attorney, our client also faced potential penalties from the DMV, including a mandatory 1-month driver's license suspension due to the allegations. After a hearing on the evidence, during which we attacked the reliability of the chemical test and argued it was improperly administered, the DMV hearing officer agreed to set aside the pending suspension. These efforts ensured that our client avoided a conviction for a DUI and was able to keep her license without interruption. So wait, you played it off on the technicality that the breathalyzer wasn't working? I get the same type of stupid logic when people's credit cards don't work. Oh hey, it must be your machine then. No, your card is scratched up to high heck. I'm honestly fairly certain this is something that should not be bragging about or being known as a success story. I mean, to the very sketchy crowd that likes to do crimes, maybe, but like bragging that you let somebody off with this kind of stuff doesn't exactly put you in that good of a light. Like seriously, you could just imagine what their commercial would be like. Hey, you want to come by and do some sketchy stuff? Come to us afterwards. We'll make sure you are perfectly fine. Might as well be the sister company of the law offices of Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe. Sheriff's office is investigating ibuprofen-laced hot dogs found on local trails. Wait, who out here is spiking weenies? This place's county sheriff office sergeant left and Captain redacted a point out a photo of a hot dog laced with a toxic amount of ibuprofen that was found recently on this area's trail. Detectives with the county sheriff's office are investigating reports of ibuprofen-laced hot dogs being found along this area's trail after one dog was fatally poisoned and another one was injured. Okay, the phrase spiking weenies aside, this is absolutely horrible, and honestly, I don't understand why anybody or people just in general do this, because like dogs are one of the few beings that are just absolutely innocent. They love you unconditionally. So for the fact that some people think that this is funny or they think they're cool to do this is absolutely horrible. Hopefully they catch the people that are doing this, because it's not cool when you think your source of entertainment is ending other animals' lives.
1. The shoe stitching should be in brown. 2. The stitching on the side should not be attached to a swoosh. 3. The Jordan logo is red. Much love. This guy gets apparently some kind of pleasurable feeling out of calling people out on them not actually having the original shoes. If you don't have the money for it, why are you embarrassing yourself?
If you haven't seen something stupid today, look down below.
Broke people issues.
Yes, because honestly, the only type of people that would get upset over somebody else wearing shoes that aren't originals but are replicas instead would be legitimately this dude and nobody else. I don't know much about it when it comes to wearing shoes or the market for shoes. I will legitimately wear Payless to the day I die, but I can respect when people choose to have a replica of something over the original, because one of my favorite things, of course, is cars. People probably know that for sure. One of my absolute favorite cars of all time is the 65 and 66 Shelby AC Cobra. Now, the original of that sold for $5 million at Barrett-Jackson. Do you think I would spend $5 million to take it to the track? No, unfortunately, whoever's buying that is just going to stick it in a box for it to appraise in value and then resell it for later for a profit. What I love, though, is the replicas that can come out of that, because for about maybe 1% of the price of the original, you can have a replica that functions the exact same way, plus you can actually beat on it and take it to the track, which I absolutely love and hopefully I get to do one day. So God forbid somebody wants to save a little bit of money while still having a look that they find attractive to themselves. themselves. Because, like, really, the only people that will be upset about a person having a replica of something are the people that are just never happy in life. And honestly, the way it looks at it, does not want to be happy in life, so they give themselves reason to be angry, like if somebody else is enjoying having a replica of something. But with that, that is going to have to be it with the video. If you guys would love to be absolutely amazing, show your support, and see more videos like this one in the near future, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below to start up the wholesome internet discussions, and if you have not already, subscribe to the channel and turn on them notifications. Let's see if we can get this video to that fat stack that's pretty awesome of them 1,000 likes, okie dokie. But with that, I'll be sure to see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and bye bye.